This video is about Kevin Samuels, and I've been thinking about this for a while. I believe Kevin Samuels is one of those people that come once in a generation, just like some of the civil rights leaders like Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, some of the great musicians like Bob Marley, Tupac. And the reason I say this is because I actually watched him quite a bit, and just studied the way he puts himself together, and he just has some of the hallmarks and signs of such people. One of which is just the amount of success that he had in the period of time that he spent on YouTube. And I also think of him as someone that is really intelligent, and he's someone that grew up when he was in college, he was studying engineering. A lot of times when folks like do such types of degrees, IT engineering, they tend to be focused just on these things that they went to school to study, where they don't really know much about politics or law or anything like that. But you can see that Kevin Samuels, even though he came up as an engineer going to school for engineering, he's so much knowledgeable about so many different topics, history and culture and all that kind of stuff. I even heard him once time, quoting Eminem's lyrics on one of his videos, and it just shows you the depth of his knowledge and his exposure. And the other thing is that if you look at his background, he actually came from a single parent family, an only child, and he managed to find success by working hard, and of course probably the influence of some of his family as well. And so a lot of the things that he talks about are things that he must have observed growing up as well. And he ended up being the head of singles ministry. I think it was a deacon at some church in Dallas. And so he said he headed two different singles ministries in two different churches. So he spent a lot of time, observing relationship dynamics within the Black community, so that a lot of the things that he talks about, he's actually lived it, and he's studied and actually practiced in that area, And I also saw one video where some of his old classmates talked about how even when he was in college, he was saying things about relationships that were similar to the things that he said before he passed. So he's always been somewhat consistent. He just didn't come up doing this. But when he actually started on YouTube, he started off really just doing fashion and talking about candles and style, because by then he was an image consultant, and he was doing videos trying to encourage people to care more about their appearance and stuff like that. And then he shifted focus to addressing men's issues, talking about men, how to improve yourself and be more successful in the dating market, and also encouraging a lot of Black men to just make more money so that you can achieve your dreams, that kind of thing. And he ended up shifting towards the issue of dating and women's issues, and focusing on talking to women, partly because some of his male subscribers and people that he worked with in his image consultant business complained about not finding women that they can actually build a relationship with and get married to. And he started to actually focus and talk to women, just trying to find out some of the things that he felt that he was getting wrong. So, in all through this, one of the things that came when I found out about Kevin Samuels, because how did I find out about him? I myself, I saw some issues in some of the places that I worked in. I saw some people, the way they take relationships a little too casual about things, and I started to try and do some research, and that's how I came up on Kevin Samuels videos. I was just actually trying to read research about some of these topics when I came about Kevin Samuels videos, and since then I've been watching just to see that I'm not the only one that that is seeing some of these things. So a lot of the time when I was watching some of those videos, I would see people making comments about this man needs to be protected at all costs. And fast forward a year, 2 years later, he passed away. And I wonder if some of those people will probably think maybe there may be some foul play involved in his death, but that's not the reason why I'm making this video. I just want to make this video to acknowledge how important he is for one of the few people that is actually knowledgeable and well grounded, to where they come at this in such a multifaceted way and very intelligent in his delivery. And I believe that the work he has done is such that many people need to actually pay attention, go back to some of his old videos and study it. And I think that the black community, some of the people in the manosphere, need to really come together and actually do something, put some money where their mouth is. If you really believe that Kevin Samuels was such a great man, do something to commemorate that. I've thought about if someone if someone is a fashion designer from the black community, why not make a fashion designer company or outfit with the name Kevin Samuels? I've always thought that name is very iconic. I can imagine seeing that name as the logo of a designer shirt, designer company. I believe that that's something that could be done. Name things after him. That's my goal, and I think that folks need to consider doing stuff like that, and just try and keep his name alive and expose more people to him, because I think that he did a lot of work, that if that work gets to more people, a lot of people can actually learn from it. I see him almost like when you look at the Bible, whenever the children of God were in trouble and losing their way, God sends them a prophet. I see Kevin Samuels as one of those guys. And if people listen and actually study his work, I believe he can actually help the black community and the Western world as a whole, actually. But I hope that people actually do that. If they don't, we already see where the world is going, the Western world is going. It's just going to continue going that way. And I hope that folks don't wake up one day and realize that maybe they had a chance to stop all the negative things from continuing to get more worse and worse. So that's all I have, guys. If I think of anything else, I'll make another video. Thank you, guys.